Hey friends, it is a beautiful day and I thought that we could do an unboxing. This is Cirque Du Tarot and it is a deck by Lisa Robertson. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I have any other of her decks, but believe it or not, I have had this deck in my collection almost 3 years now, and I don't know what happened. This was part of a haul. I picked up 3 decks from the Llewellyn sale, and I fell in love with the first 2, and then I just never got around to this one. And so I thought that we could unbox it today. I think the reason why I decided to get this deck is because I have been fortunate enough to visit Cirque du Soleil. And I don't know, I just thought it would be cool to have this deck as well. Um, it's one of the big Llewellyn boxes. uh, Takes up a lot of space, but yeah, let's get into it. Now, here is the guidebook under the big top. So I don't know about anybody else. I do have fond memories of the circus. As an adult, I was able to see Cirque du Soleil, and that made an impact on me. Maybe that's why I decided to get the deck. I don't even know anymore. It's like crispy when you open it because it's the first time. All right, other books. Oh, so I do, because I have the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, so I have the Mermaid Tarot. What else? Animal Totem Tarot. And then these are books: Tarot Court Cards, Tarot Reversals, Path Working, Tarot Healer. All right. So yeah, I thought I didn't have any decks by you know, by her, but I do. So that's exciting. All right. So I love how this is set up: Act 1, Act 2. I have a theater background actually, and I went to an arts high school, and I do have a lot of fond memories of those days. And maybe that was another reason why I wanted to have I wanted to have this deck. And you know what it was? I had the deck and then I put it aside, and then I picked up the Phantom Wise, which is also kind of like a circus deck, but it's, I don't know, like it's black and white, and it's a moody, I would say it's a moody deck. And so then I didn't know if I needed this deck or not. But they're actually quite different. All right, so the book is divided by the majors. So we have the ally and the challenger. So I like that. Oh, that's funny. So intermission are the court cards. So then there's the whole breakdown on the court cards. That's interesting how it's set up. All right. So then we get into the swords. They might, they might be like color coded too. Because I see a lot of, like, I love this color combination. There's my hot take. Like, this, I don't know, deep red, purple, burgundy, eggplant color. I love that. And then, yeah, so color coded. So then we get to the wands. That's funny. It's all fire and smoke. Uh, so yeah, lots of heavy, heavy fire energy here. That's pretty cool. And then the cups. I like the teals in here. And pentacles. So a lot of browns and golds. Okay. Act 5, Pentacles, reality revealed. That's interesting. I love how everything is named and themed to a circus. Oh, so this is fun. Encore spreads. Oh, this will be cool. Maybe as I'm getting to know the deck, I'll do a series of the different spreads that come with the book. So we have Seeking the Spotlight, Stage Fright. Oh my gosh, I used to get the worst stage fright. The 7-day show and being part of a troupe. And then the finale, if we wanted to write to the author. That's cool. Ooh, yeah, this is really cool. Okay, so let me set this aside. Like, I don't know why I was just not excited about this deck, but it feels kind of good. And you know, I'm a huge fan of Llewellyn cardstock, so that's exciting. Now, look at these card backs. They're beautiful. Wow. You know, I don't think I have even seen a walkthrough of this deck or seen it used. Um, and maybe that was part of the draw, you know, I don't know. But let's see. Let's get into it. So we are starting with the Fool. Now, look at the sun behind the curtain, and the Fool is coming out. I'm almost wondering, right? Like when the curtain opens and the show begins, it almost looks like the Fool is just bursting right through the curtain without even waiting for it to be showtime. Okay, these cards have a little bit of a bend. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, they have a bend. All right. So we have the Magician, of course. We see the top hat, so that's you know, very much in theme. The Magician, and it looks like the four elements, and then the High Priestess. Oh, that's interesting. The hoop is a moon. So we have the two pillars. That is cool. She is blocking the entrance to the curtain, which is mostly closed, but partially open. And look here how we have, I mean, I'm going to go on a limb and say that looks like a little pomegranate. And then we have a sparkler on the other side. That's really cool. Ooh, look at the Empress. Oh, she looks awesome. All the bunnies in the background, and you know, this guy's running around and she's having cake and lounging and ringing her bell. She's ringing her bell, my goodness. So this deck has a mood, right, a vibe, so it's going to be interesting getting to know. So look at the Emperor here. I'll be curious to read the guidebook on these. The Emperor is very cool. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so this is really smart. The Hierophant as the director behind the scenes. Wow, that's interesting. And you can kind of look at this as maybe like the conductor's baton, but also like the lighting design, stage design, set design, costume design, like all the different things. The Lovers. Aw, in the wardrobe. That's cool. The Chariot. That's interesting because we have these figures here pulling the chariot, but I don't know if they look very pleased in having to be the ones that have to pull out the gigantic prop. Ooh, I like the Strength card. I think because the colors, it looks so good. The amount of control that it takes to hold that posture and the balance. I love that. Ooh, the Hermit. You know, because on a stage, if they wanted to create the element of fog, then they would have to have these, I don't even know what you would call them, like panels up on the stage to give the appearance of fog. The Wheel of Fortune. So that's interesting, right? All the trapeze artists. Ooh, Justice. That's interesting. That's really pretty. And then the Hangman hanging over the fishbowl. And look how these two characters here are in complete control over the outcome. Death. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. So it's like the apparitions are coming out of the hat. The costume is on the floor, but I don't see a figure. That's interesting. And this is the Fool, I think. Look at the satchel. Hold on. Ooh, the Fool wearing the magician's hat and the Fool's satchel. That's interesting. I'm curious to read about it. Okay, Temperance Angel. Oh, she's blindfolded. I like the coloration on this deck. I don't think I have anything at all like this. The Devil. It looks like Catwoman. Get that? Bondage. That's interesting. The Tower. I feel like the biggest tower moment for me in theater is the scene from Phantom of the Opera when the chandelier comes crashing down. So good. The star. It's pretty. I like the sacred geometry there. Ooh, the moon. Oh, that's the box cover. Okay. Yeah, that's the box cover. So we have the moon, the crustacean, the dog. Oh, I love that. And I like the look on her face too. Oh, the sun. Look at that. That fire energy. Almost like Phoenix too. You know, with all these creatures here with the wings. Judgment. Okay, this is different. So again, this will be something that I have to read into just a little bit more. So we have, I don't know, some kind of Pied Piper in the background. The Queen is very reminiscent of the Queen of Hearts. Passing Judgment. Is that what it is? Ooh, I like the World card. I like the World card. That's really pretty. All right. So we're going to go in the order that, we received the deck. So we start with swords and it looks like court cards first. So this is interesting. All right. So hold on. Let me get this out of the way. And we're going to look at these a little bit differently. So here we have all of the pages. Now the cards are color coded. They look very similar, so it's kind of hard to tell. But we see they're all doing the same thing, preparing for showtime. And then let's see. Well, there's the goblet for the cups, and over here is the sword. And then for fire, I'm guessing it's this contraption over here, the wands, and then the page. Oh, there's the pentacle in the leaning up against the chest. we have the character getting ready prior to the show. So now let's take a look at the knights. For the knights, you could see that the prep time is complete. Each person is now in character. That's what I would say. They're in character, right? Full costume, hair, makeup, everything is done. And now they are in their character. And I like the thought of that as we think about the page transitioning and becoming the knight, transitioning and becoming, moving through all the different phases, thinking about the theater. I really like that. And I don't know if you can see here, we have symbols, both astrological and is that Venus? I'm not good with my symbols, so it's hard for me to tell. No, because they have it too. They have the same symbol on the gloves. That's interesting. All right, so let's see the progression to Queen. Okay, so now we see them in, so that's interesting, right? Because now they're in control of their element, if you think about it, which would be the next step. They're in control. They have a full handle of their element. That's really beautiful. And then we have the kings. And it's interesting because the kings face opposite to the queen. So if you like to look at stuff like that in readings and spreads, which I do, then, this deck leans, to that. So here we have the kings in possession of the element, but somehow in a different kind of way, right? That's one where we might have to read into it a little bit more, maybe get into the guidebook and kind of see the direction that they were headed with the courts. Okay, so let's get into the minors. Okay, so starting from the swords, so we have the ace, which is a new beginning. And look at the question marks over his head. So then we have this figure in the background. I can't tell if this character is on stage or backstage, like which one is which. I'm confused. He's confused as well. Two of Swords. Oh, I love that. I love that with the ribbons. This is always one of my favorite parts in the performance. Three of Swords. Wow. So look how they've created the heart in the background through lighting. Interesting. Four of Swords, card of rest. They're resting up above everything that is going on. I feel like this is going to be pretty straightforward to read, but it's different, right? Okay, so this is the five card of conflict. All right, this person is coming in with one hand, the other hand's on the sword, and is he supposed to like, is he pinned to the wheel? Oh my God. It would have been awesome if they put an apple on top. Six of Swords. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Ooh, the seven. There's always that random character behind the scenes doing stuff that you're like, what are you doing? Like the behind the scenes people are so critical to a performance. So why are they messing around? Eight of Swords. Oh, I like that. I really like that. So these are all dressed as spiders, and then we have the main figure trapped in the center of the web. Nine of Swords. All right, what is happening? I don't know what to make of this card. All right. And then the 10. That's interesting. I can't wait to read about it. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. You can see like the fire energy is really strong. 2. So this is the card of making the plans. It's hard to see that in this image. We do have the 2 fire flames here. And then the 3. This is like the ominous side, right? Because the central figure is just kind of trapped there, and now he has to plan how he's gonna get, you know, get on with it. 4 of Wands, celebration. Okay, then we have the 5. It does look a bit chaotic. I noticed that in some of these fire cards, there is an animal figure in smoke. So it'll be interesting to read about those. The 6. Oh, the 7. This is a good representation. Oh, and then the 8. 8 of Wands. So this is usually like the card of fast moving energy. I mean, you kind of get the sense because the figures are so small that it can be overpowering to have this much. Ooh, this is actually quite good, right? So we have the 9 of Wands. It's actually 9 figures. And the fire is almost out. It's just smoke at this point. And the remnants of, I don't know, what seems to be a tiger. 10. 10 of Wands. All right. I think for some of these cards, I'm definitely going to have to read the book. Okay. So now we're on to the aces. The water goblet. Ooh, I love the seashell there too. 2 of cups. Look at the energy flow between these two. And then we have the 3. But look at the look of concern. All right. 4 of cups. That's cool. That's cool because look at this figure lost in this image. These 3 cups. This figure's trying to get an extra cup to him. That's cool. The 5. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, the 6 is good. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Ooh, 7 of cups. So you have like this octopus looking figure with all the different cups, and he needs to decide which one he's going to go for. Okay. 8 of cups. Interesting. 8 is usually like the walking card of walking away. But like, look how the cups are tumbling. And then we have the 9. Beautiful. and the Ten of Cups, the standing ovation. All right, moving on to Pentacles. I like that ace. Oh, Two of Pentacles, that's good. The gears that are working there. The Three of Pentacles. That looks really good. The Four. You could kind of think of this as, the attachment that people have to that feeling of being on stage, the feeling of the audience applauding, and being attached to that. Five of Pentacles. Oh, this poor guy. Some of these make perfect sense, and some of them I feel like are very different. Six of Pentacles. My goodness. Like, and they're not all in the, a lot of these have like I don't know, like a definite vibe, right? Like, look at this magnanimous person with the coins and balancing the feather, and I decide, and the poor figure, teeny, teeny, tiny, made to feel, right? That's that made to feel small. See that? Waiting to be blessed. So interesting. All right, Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Then we have the Eight. Eight of Pentacles. And the Nine. The Nine of Pentacles almost has Queen of Pentacle vibes. And then the 10. Raking in the dough after the performance. I don't know. Because is he going to share it with everybody else? Like, you have to wonder. I don't know. There's this deck has a vibe. This deck has a vibe. Oh my gosh. All right. I almost like want to keep it together because I definitely have to study this. Look at that. Well, it's the only card with the bend. The Fool. I wonder if I could get the bend out somehow. I thought originally that I would shuffle, pull a card, and read from the book, but I don't know if I want to do that because I'm going to have to study with this deck just a little. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles has a little bit of damage here. You see that? Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Well, that is the walkthrough for what I believe is the deck that has been in my collection for the absolute longest time without being opened. Let me know. Do you have this deck? I'm curious. I'm curious what you think. I'm gonna use this in March, I think, and just kind of explore and see how it goes. I don't know, you guys. Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.